Hey cupcakes, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. It is 10:32 a.m. and it's August 23rd and it's Saturday 2025 and it is the black moon in Virgo, bitch. Y'all, what I just realized, did anybody else come into this awareness? So I'm sitting here. I had a dream last night. Let me see if I can tell y'all about the dream. I don't remember the dream, but yeah. Y'all, so I'm in here and I heard the word pestilence. So I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Plague. Disease stricken, all this stuff. So now, me being me, I was like, okay, I started looking up different things. So now I looked at pestilence and I believe it said in the etymology, it said something about a evil, bitter, poisonous, like, you know, disease that would spread, a malignant disease of some sort, right? So now I looked up malignant. Malignant means certified death, bitch. Then I looked up another word that I saw, virulent, virulent, And I said, okay, I looked up that word and it says it's a poisonous substance, right? Poisonous substance. And then I looked up Lent, and Lent was all about Ash Wednesday, right? So I'm sitting here and then I looked up ash, and ash talks about ash of the fucking dead, bitch. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, hold up. Are they putting, because when I believe when I looked up Lent, it says something about Ash Wednesday, 40 days, 40 nights, and it says something about a leaf, right? So I'm like, hold up. Are they poisoning the herbs, or are they poisoning the earth or the trees or some sort? Like, how does this connect? What's the connection? So I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, so then I looked up Lent by itself and it said something about Ash Wednesday. And then I looked up Viru, which we all know is Virus. But you know what I'm saying? And it says something about a substance or a bitch, slow down, slow down, slow down. Listen. So I'm sitting in here and I said, hold up. And I said, what's the connection between the virulent, the Viru, and the Lent, and the Easter, and the Ash Wednesday? And it's so interesting. Before all of this, after I did my scriptures and my prayers and all my good stuff, wrote down what I dreamt, I logged into TikTok, and I logged into TikTok, and the first thing that came up, it said Project Esther. So I'm like, hold up, ain't that Easter if you throw that A up in there? And trying to break down the feminine, and go look it up. It's called Project Esther. They were saying we were so distracted, we did not see that they were doing the whole Project Esther, where women have to basically conform back to the Bible, but it would affect only black women and brown-skinned women. But they're having the Caucasian women push the agenda, not realizing it's going to affect everyone. The same thing when they did with that whole remember when they did with the whole thing with the, oh my goodness, it's on the tip of my damn tongue. I don't even remember, but it'll come back to me. But y'all remember when everybody was getting fired and they all thought it was going to be black women or black men, but it was only, damn, what do they call that thing? But it was actually a lot of white women getting fired. It was insane. But let's reverse it back to this whole Esther project thing. Okay, so that's the first thing I saw when I got up, right? Then I'm sitting here and I'm like, what's the odds that I said, let me go look up what the whole pestilence thing mean. And it brought me back to Lent, Ash Wednesday, the 40 days, 40 nights of fasting. Okay? From Ash Wednesday to Easter. Okay? When I looked up all that stuff and I'm like, don't y'all realize that they make us fast all them 40 days and 40 nights to purge and cleanse our body from whatever substance we have in there? Because on Ash Wednesday, they put that cross on your third eye so it could absorb your brain properly. So they need everything else to come out that will combat whatever. You know what I'm saying? Child, listen. My whole thing too is like, but when it said ash of the dead. It's dead people. And what is Ash Wednesday? The grief or mourning or repenting for your sins. But bitch, what? Yo, listen. So are they putting dead people's ashes on people's forehead, but then they're using that substance or whatever, that powder or whatever herb they use, or that plant, because it was a plant, it was a leaf that they used to poison the magic or poison, to poison the third eye, or for people not to be able to thrive or bloom. So when they tell you about this plague and the pestilence and all that stuff and it coming back out, they're basically telling you they started doing this shit back in Easter. So now that people are starting to see the results of what they implemented back around Easter. And then here's the fucking kicker. Here's the big whammy. Remember on April 21st, 2025, which was Easter, isn't that when the what's that dude's name? Oh my goodness gracious. Over there in them parts, the Vatican and them. Isn't that when the dude, the Pope, died? Oh, isn't that when the Pope died? Oh my God. So this is what they've been doing? Maybe they were working out, but hold up. Maybe they were using, because remember how they said that the thing is in the bottom of the Vatican? The burial. So how they weren't using these dead popes' ashes to send all over to be able to make sure they keep people like down and their third eye closed or altered, or you know what I'm saying? Because what I did was I went to the, let me get up y'all because I'm cooking. When I went to the I did was I put in on Google, I said, what freeness were they giving out around Easter? Between Ash Sunday and Easter, Ash Wednesday and Easter, I said, were they giving out any free products, like any free food? And no, I said, were they giving out anything free? And that's when the whole Easter came up and service, and I started breaking down certain words I started seeing. So what I'm trying to figure out is, what leaf did they use? Because I'm hearing something about bass. Okay, I'm hearing something about bass. And when I looked up bass, I don't recall what it said, but when I looked up bass, it was saying something about, it said something about the 4-leaf clover, right? And it was saying that certain animals like to eat it because it's tasty. So then I looked up, when I scrolled up on the etymology, I saw clover leaf, and then I started going from there. But my whole thing is, and it's interesting because I was watching OA, and remember at the end that dude found the flower. It was basically like the flower of life or something. Something could be going on with geometric and all this stuff. Because don't y'all notice that everything has been pushed up? It's so funny because I was talking to the dude. Remember I told you at the place I went to for the labels? I went over there and he said, I said, what's going on? He was like, school about to start, right? And I said, yeah, they pushed the shit all the way up. I said, you know, my birthday is on the 9th. Like, usually that would be the first day of school. Now it's a whole, like, literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, a whole week earlier. He was like, I don't know, maybe they trying to catch up with somebody. I said, catch up with who? He was like, I don't know. He said that and it stuck out to me, and I'm like, what are they trying to catch up with? And remember, I said in another reading with the whole thing with the constellation with the Ophiuchus. And in that movie 08, there was like a string-like stem or vine, not even a vine or a stem kinda, that came out of the dude's ear. Spoiler alert, if you didn't watch it, came out the ear and it would blossom into a flower. But he would be able to put the stem in his mouth and be able to hear everybody's thoughts, everybody's feelings, and so forth and so on. Like he would be able to hear every single thing that was going on within the universe. Bitch, let's get into it. So I don't know what's going on, but if this what this black moon is bringing, bitch, I am here for it all. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's something going on with the 4-leaf clover. Maybe they are testing. Maybe they found out some type of miracle plant or the flower of life, or they actually found the shit. And this is what they realized that's happening. Or maybe because what was happening was when these people went to this specific place, there was like a poison or a gas underneath the specific house that these people went into. It was like an optical illusion into the engineer's mind, because it was like the medium and the engineer. So man again versus magic. What the wife did not want, this was a couple. The wife did not want him to have people keep coming here and building on the site, because all the people, the construction workers, kept dying mysteriously. But he didn't care. You know how men are. They have to just keep fucking going and keep doing stuff and keep looking at this stuff. So I don't know if this is Ophiuchus coming back, because it was so interesting. Back to the stem-like thing that came out of their ear. It was given strain. It was given strain, but he put it in his mouth and it activated something within his senses, his body. So how do we know that this isn't, like I told y'all, a ficus? Okay? Yo, I can't even explain it. It's just so much. It's given a whole lot. Okay? And maybe this is what Spirit was trying to wake us all up to. Like, certain people gonna get it, certain people are not. Because I told you, so many people are too distracted. They're still fear-based. They're not trying to heal. They're not trying to go. They just out here faking the fuck, pretending, and going along to get along. Okay? So, you know the saying, few are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. So, y'all gonna definitely be able to filter out the fray. You hear me? But I don't know if they're poisoning the herbs. I don't know if they're poisoning the leaf. I don't know if this is what they're doing to make sure, or maybe they just keep trying to experiment to see how they could definitely like close up the third eye, keep it closed, because there's something they don't want us to see, or something they already found that if we know about it, or if we catch wind to it, because remember in the movie, the dude ate the fucking, he basically took a piece of a petal and put it in his mouth and ate it. So how do we know that they didn't discover the 4-leaf clover, or they have this shit growing, or there's some type of plant that they're using to counteract whatever we've, you know, it. Okay.
It can cook on top.
Here you go. Enjoy. I'm gonna get you a fork. And then it's like, what are they using these Pope's ashes for? Okay, because remember when he opened up those doors around New Year's Eve, he unleashed something, he saw something, he felt something. So how do we know it's not a ficus? How do we know a ficus is not actually something that was unleashed, or for it to keep coming up, especially with the number 13, with the 1 and the 3 for completion and the new beginning, the Trinity? How do we know that it wasn't? You remember that movie in oh my God, do you remember that movie? And then that whole thing, for me to bring up the whole string theory and how everything is all connected, and maybe they found what they needed to be able to connect or create whatever it is. This thing is to amplify the energy to make sure that we stay down and they continuously rise. Or maybe they realize some way to connect all of us, especially the chosen ones, to be able to siphon or manifest what it is they need, or to open up some type of door or portal, and then we don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? So they have to keep throwing these different plagues, because haven't you seen, like, lady shit has just been ramped up? It's always a different strain. So it's like they're continuously testing, and it's like they're just doing things just to do shit, like in haste. Remember I told y'all missing steps. So I don't know what's going on, but it's like every time they think they have something, or something is solid, or yeah, this is gonna work, it just amplifies us even fucking more. Cause it's so interesting. I believe it was the virulent. It said poison magic. So I'm like, they're consistently making these viruses, and then they keep doing it in a mass production because they know they can get people out on Ash Sunday. What's the best way? Because if it's not these mystery meats they keep sending out, and then they want to talk about it's free, it has to be Ash Wednesday when they're sending out all these plagues, and then they wait and let it wait until, and then it's set in motion come the wintertime. Because ash, you burn it. That's fire. And then when we kept getting that whole fire-water dynamic, and then now all these rains and floods, so it activates something within the system, or our breathing, or the atmosphere, or inhaling. So it's like I kept hearing integrating, not cross-connecting, integrating. So they could be integrating something where it they set it off around springtime, and then by the time Leo season come, things are ramping up, people are real active. It's cold. It's freaking cold as hell here in New York. August is usually the hottest fucking month out of the whole year here in New York. Bitch, it's cold out here. Niggas got on hoodies. We out here with hoodies, waking up with a little congestion because we're going to sleep with the fan on or the air on, and we waking up like it's October, November. And then I'm getting a lot of energy too from so how do we know that? Yeah, because the coldness is going to be able to activate the virus even more, keep it going. Heat is going to burn it off. OMG. OMG, OMG, OMG. And I never understood that when they said, oh, the hospitals are so cold because it kills off, it freezes, whatever. Bullshit. That shit keeps it thriving. That shit keeps it thriving. Okay? Because how is it that you could turn on hot water and it could kill bacteria on your pots and plates, but you have to keep something cold? Like, it's not, why do people go in the hospital and they get sicker? That's not killing off no virus. That's keeping the people sicker. Child, I don't know what's going on. I hope I'm explaining it right. Y'all know when I get like this, I just wanted to come on here and say something, the time and date, just to stamp it. But I'm going to definitely go further into this. I don't know what this all means. Maybe it's just for me to understand, because the dream I had last night, the dreams I've been having, certain people I've been seeing in these dreams, and it's like, hold up, what the fuck are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? What the hell are you doing here? Now I know the connection between James, okay, and that King of Cups. Now I know the Sagittarius at the so-called work space. Okay? Now I know who the Cancer is from, you know what I'm saying? It's all connected. It all makes sense. And you know what the connection is? These are all people who wanted some type of sexual interest with you that you denied, or they know that it would never be, and you made them feel some type of way, especially that Sagittarius at work. You've been airing this bitch out, calling her out, or just saying certain things that been triggering her for eons, and she don't like it. So that's the target she threw on you. She marked you. Then that the James, that's another motherfucker who lied on they DICK. And then that Cancer is another one who wanted you in a sexual way, but just had a pickle with you. Okay? There go the two women and a man. They might not be working next to each other, but they're doing enough to consistently be in your energy, or you keep picking up on what the fuck they got going on. And you don't deal, you don't talk, you don't fraternize, you don't frolic, you don't know none of these people, especially that bitch in the middle, the Sagittarius. She got a problem. That bitch scries. I'm seeing a crystal ball. But this person is religious. I mean, heavy into the religion. This bitch is a side bitch. She sleep with people's husband. That's how she get her wealth. She's a madame. Okay, this is a person who moves women. She would be the type to traffic women, or have women escorting, or in that kind of I kept hearing connotation. Okay, she's this type, but she makes it seem like, oh, this is an ample opportunity. We can make some money. You don't have to do anything sexual if you don't want to. But then certain things turn left, and they end up in certain situations that you keep speaking on, and they don't like it. Or this is somebody who even pick people up from the church. Okay, in their organization, it's heavy into the organization. And now maybe because they don't want no more parts, they want to change now, but it's like, bitch, it's too late. You're already too far deep. And the same thing with that James motherfucker. This is a dirty, slimy, grimy, low down Decepticon. You hear me? And no matter how you dress it up, because the Sagittarius and this James character, these are both slimy individuals. Okay, very slimy, calculated individuals. I'm going to get to that last one, the Cancer. Okay, very slimy individuals. But they believe because they dress it up. And I mean, this is suit inside wearing 3-piece suit motherfuckers with pinky rings and ties with cufflinks and shit like that. Nice cut and all of that. But when I tell you the eyes, look into the eyes, I'm telling you, it beholds a lot. And then that other Sagittarius, this is somebody who's dressed up too. They like to put on a production. They like to put on a show. Okay? That's what they do. They like to put on a production. They like to play characters. These people could be actors. Okay? They could be producers. They could be into the industry. They can be officials. They're supposed to be taking people underneath their wing. These people could be activists. They could be activists for something. How heavily known within the community or a community. Okay? Dressed up fucking trash bags. Dressed up trash bags. You hear me? The epitome of ruthless corruption at its finest. Evil, bitter, nasty, destructive, diabolical individuals. Okay? They are very easily triggered. Easily triggered. You could say one little thing. You don't even have to be talking to this person. And very vengeful. They hold grudges like no other. These are people who are heavy into certain things that you would not even begin to want to believe that exists. And us as people, we're so programmed. Oh no, they could never. Or why would they do that? Why would they not? These people hold grudges. They're very spiteful. This is what they do. And now this cancer got a pickle with you because they want to be in a relationship with you. But they are of the same sex and you don't swing like that. This is somebody who's very selfish about you. Somebody who just don't understand, like, they're just very possessive over you. But it's just some type of illusion, or I don't know. They're deceiving themselves in some way that they could be with you, and it's just never going to happen. And so they're taking vengeance, like they want to harm you. Like, I'm telling you, something is, I don't know if this ash that they're putting out or this, because I kept getting this since the 20-something, because I remember I told y'all I went outside and I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like I felt like somebody threw me in water. And I'm like, I know a bitch ain't doing nothing to me. The bitch, they can't. Absolutely not. I said, I don't know if these bitches are back to water spells, if they trying to throw you into some type of loop again. But it was giving like restricted breathing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was the air. It was the air restriction. It was like, I knew outgoing. When I went out there, I was like, how is it raining and I feel like I can't breathe? I feel like I cannot breathe. So I don't know if somebody's doing water spells, bitch. I don't know if these people are back at it again, or this is the time where they start doing their last little minute or whatever so they could bury your ass. But bitch, we rebuke it. Okay? We rebuke it. Anything sent will be transmuted into nothing but abundance, blessings, and elevation. You hear me? Confidence booster. Beauty, money, wealth, continuous money, continuous wealth. Okay? Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. But let me tell you, this black moon, if you are not using this black moon in the right way, if you are not sitting still, slowing down, and listening, you're going to miss it. It's very subtle. Very subtle. Something about $2.99. Okay? Something about $2.99. So this could be a Taurus or a Sagittarius. Something could be hidden with that moon energy with the 18, but it still breaks down to 9. So 999. Maybe your balance is being restored. Your money is looking good. Your assets are looking good. How you cultivate, it's like you're basically regrouping, rebranding, revising, resubmitting, reconstructing, recalibrating. Okay? For you to get these two endings. Okay? 9 is all about change. Commanding, okay? Commanding this moon to work in your favor and your energy. We're done asking, we're commanding. I heard I command. So this could be people doing chanting. This could be people doing spell work. This could be people really amping it up. But they don't see that this moon is not for that. This moon is for you to sit your ass down. Because all that fake facade pretending and all of that other shit, that shit ain't gonna cut it no more. All that sneaking and lying and spying and frolicking and just doing deceptive shit and think y'all gonna dress it up and pretty it up and make it up. No. People seeing right through your ass. Translucent, honey. Especially if you're getting really truly connected. Okay? You're in your life purpose. You're seeing what it is now. You're not playing with people. I don't think you ever were playing with people. You just gave a lot of people grace. And they took your kindness for weakness, basically. We are definitely walking in our purpose. We are timeline jumping. Everybody, most of us already done jumped. I'm telling you, I'm there. I'm already there. Okay? I'm already there. I already see things. Like, it's so funny. I was just sitting in here and I'm doing my research and I was like, holy shit. As soon as when I said with the ash, and I said, oh, so that's why they put that cross with the ash over your third eye, to mark you. The mark. Okay? With the ash of whoever dead they sending around. Did y'all ever wonder what that ash was? What that ash persists of? Where they get this ash from? Either they burning herbs, burning certain plants and leaves. They're doing something. And then y'all just go along to get along, just howdy partner, just doing any old fuck shit, not asking how things are done, and just dying to fucking try it, or dying to be involved, or just dying to be a part. As soon as something new come out, y'all gotta go cop it. As soon as this food is out now, oh, I have to go try it. Y'all are just a whole bunch of test dummies out here. And y'all don't even see it. Walking fucking experiments. Walking experiments. And if you try to tell them or let them know what's going on, oblivious. They want to call you the devil. They want to demonize everything you're telling them. But they're so fucking programmed and calculated, like, yo, this shit's like pissing me off low key. Okay? Don't y'all see it? And then they keep doing all these different little incentives for you to be like, same thing with that VACCINE. Y'all made these people tell y'all, if y'all do not take this shit, y'all cannot do X, Y, and Z. And y'all just so desperately needing and wanting to do the shit that y'all don't even see how y'all basically came into fucking agreeance. I was seeing covenant too. Came into agreeance with whatever fuck shit they trying to orchestrate over your life. It's like motherfuckers is signing up to get obliterated. Same thing with the whole VOTE thing. All them motherfuckers that voted against the black community just so we can feel it. What the fuck did they call that shit? 212 on the clock. What did they call it? Oh my God. I feel like your president was pushing it. He was the one pushing it. I feel like it started with a D. I don't remember, y'all. And everybody was on crying about the job market. We didn't know that we were going to be fired. But they were trying to make it seem like it was all only for the black people. But it was majority of the white women who were getting fired. Listen, y'all got to tighten up. Y'all might want to look up that angel number 299. Okay? I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Look up the karmic aspect of what it means. Maybe this could be like two people going to be coming together with the 99, with the mirroring. Maybe with the whole howdy. Maybe somebody's going to come and be like, hey, how you doing? Excuse me. Maybe this is the year of what's hidden. Things, I'm telling you, so many. Age of Aquarius with that 2. Isn't 2 like, it would be for like February, but We know February is really like December. You hear me? Or technically it would be like Ophiuchus in between there, right or wrong. So put it where it fit, bitch. Put it where it fit. I'm just throwing different things out of there. Maybe I just need one little piece to catch it because, you know, y'all know I had a head injury, so I have to do my research, honey. Okay? Maybe it's just like some type of encouragement Spirit's trying to send y'all, maybe from the spirit realm, like they trying to send y'all some type of positive encouragement or reinforcement, like y'all on the right track. Don't derail. Do not conform. And that's what they want. The whole thing is they're losing control. They are losing control. That's why you got your president out here just doing all sorts of fuck shit. And all these people that voted for this person to come in office thinking that it was going to be the betterment of self. Half of them are deported right now. Half of them had to leave their business that they've been building for eons. And my whole thing is, if you were building your business, wouldn't you look into getting your passport and all of that stuff, or whatever the case may be? But maybe they had plans to go back. Who knows? I don't know. But I don't think they thought they were going to be going back beforehand, to the point. Because even like the pizza shop up here by me, the man was there for eons. Okay, eons. I remember when he was further down the street and I found out my sister died. I was in his pizza shop. I started crying and hyperventilating and everything in that pizza shop with that man. He gave me water, and ever since he's just been like, he just, you know, we had like some type of connection because he understood, like he was there trying to calm me and comfort me when this occurred. Okay? For now, for me to go up there and it's a different dude, he gonna talk about, oh, we're partnering. No, nigga, that nigga done got deported. Where he at? Oh, he on vacation. How long? We don't know. Stop playing with me. Y'all done changed up the prices. Y'all didn't change the name yet, but the prices, the pizza ain't pizza in. Like, what y'all really got going on? You know what I'm saying? And I hate to eat pizza because y'all know I cook. Y'all know I cook. I can taste distinctive herbs and spices and certain things, and you know, and flavors. So now I'm bought the pizza. This was a way back, like last year when when he first started like dragging people for filth, or earlier in the year. And I bought the pizza and I could taste the dish rag. You know how you wipe the counter and you could taste the chemical on the rag or whatever the case may be, or you know what I'm saying? You know how it is, or they didn't wring out the rag and there's a little bit of water or something. Bitch, I was through. I was like, I'm done. I'm not eating out no more. Okay? But there's a lot of things going on, and these people they don't understand how y'all came into agreement for a lot of y'all shit to be getting fucked up now. Because y'all just fall for anything. Y'all don't question nothing. How is somebody going to tell you have to take this individual medicine so you don't lose your job? But that just goes to show, and it's a lot of them church folks who did it too. But y'all so faithful, and y'all believe in God and your Savior and all of this shit. So how are y'all so conforming, so simple that y'all allowed this to happen to y'all? Y'all were the most fearful. Y'all were the ones who sat there and took all the thing, everything that they was sending to y'all, y'all was taking it. Y'all were the ones out here doing all of this, but y'all so faithful. Y'all believe. Y'all this and this and that. And that's another thing, believe. Believing really means you are unsure of what it is you're saying you believe in. Watch your words, baby. Watch your words. I'm learning too. I'm stopping saying certain things. Okay? And that's why sometimes when I come on here and I be like, damn, I don't want to say this and I don't want to say that, because I don't want to be using the wrong wording and, You know, we used to it being one thing, but it's a whole different thing. So I be trying to be very, very particular with my words. And I only say this and I only say that. Y'all could figure it out. Y'all could pick it up. Y'all, half of y'all don't really want the information anyway. Y'all just want to be in other people's business. Y'all not wanting it for y'all to apply to yourself. Y'all wanted to figure out somebody else's fucking business, to figure out how to stop somebody else, or to figure out if somebody else is doing worse off than you. That's all it is. But I don't know what's going on, and listen. It's like you can't care about people and what they got going on if they don't care about themselves. I don't know if y'all about to start getting real selfish with y'all energy. You know, this could even be some online shit. Maybe you're going to go in a completely different direction and just block some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe y'all gonna start trying to speak more loving energy out, or communicate more loving stuff, or communicate better. You know, because I understand, and I'm like, yeah, purging a lot of that negative energy. And 2:21 on the clock, so something definitely going on with 2s, 4s, 5s, a lot of change, but it's coming in seeks, you know, in partnerships, in your money, how you create the money, how you build the money, your assets, your foundation, your what's tangible, your tangible things. You see what I'm saying? Your homes. There's gonna be a lot of people like downsizing. Maybe I'm not buying no homes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, you are so free in this era in your life. The jump you have made, you are financially free, right? Or some of you guys are making. You're financially free from finances, bondage, organization, corruption, just being intertwined with too many folk for no reason, okay? Yeah. Harmony is being restored. You getting some type of new beginning after clearing out some type of energy. That's not what I was trying to say, but look at what is being pushed right now. They're telling you, go back to school. Go back to school. You might not know how you're going to get the money, but they have grants and loans and all this stuff. But those Pell Grants and the Pell Grant and that other grant, it's still not enough for you to cover the cost of your classes. So you would have to take out a loan. And these fucking loans are 30 years. Same thing with a car. A car note, 30 years. A home mortgage is 30 years. 3. Look up what the number 30 means. Okay? Look up what the number 30 means. And if you think about it, didn't I just say something about $2.99? $2.99. So I don't know if y'all going through a 29-year cycle and y'all down to that last year and they trying to bring you back into another contract for another 30 years, but they trying to figure out how to do something. They're trying to bind your mind, body, and soul, the Trinity. They don't want something to fully close out, because 29 and then 30. 19, 9 and 9 is 18. That still breaks down to a 9. Anything you put against 9 breaks down to the same exact number. So 9 plus 9 is 18, right? 1 and 8. You're one number away from closing out a karmic cycle to completely close something out, but they have to loop you back in. So some of y'all could be like down to the wire, down to a last payment or something, and then they'll hit you with another bill, or hit you with a overdraft, or hit you with some type of fee or extra fee to make you feel like you have to start over. Or as soon as they realize something is going to close out, they'll make sure they entice you in a way to go into another contract, or they'll start putting out new cars, or putting out new phones, or putting out something new where you feel like you have to go back into another cycle of something. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like a lot of y'all are starting to realize what is happening. Okay? What is happening on a whole, on a grander scale. I know a lot of y'all want to succeed in y'all life, but you have to be frank and truthful and deal with others. You know what I'm saying? You have to be more confident in yourself. Be more confident in your own magic and in your own power, that certain things will just come to you. And I understand people feel like, oh, you have to be realistic and practical and stuff like that. But not every offer is a genuine offer. Okay? Some of y'all have to stand on truth as well. And y'all think because, oh, well, this is the real world. It's not. It's not the real world. This is just the game they want you to play. It's just like when you playing a game. You don't have no more lives. They telling you to buy lives. They telling you to buy power ups, or they're telling you to buy all these gems so you can, level up in the game, or you need boosters, or you need this. It's a consistent cycle of looping, and until y'all get out of that and stop going into all these contracts that y'all don't have no business going into. And Spirit be trying to show y'all, and this is the thing too, Spirit be trying to show y'all, like, don't do this, don't do that. It's a manipulation. It's elemental, like, mischief, or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just another trauma response or something. And we think like, oh, it's so interesting because I'm not going to give y'all the whole rundown of the details. I'm doing something right now, and there's this lady I'm working with. She's kind of like an accountability partner, right? And she was like, well, if there's ever anything that I can do, just let me know. I'm here to help. So all these different things have been happening for me that keeps like delaying me in being able to fully give this one specific thing my attention. So I had made up my mind, like, I'm going to just do this and knock it out the park. So now I've put more of my focus into this one specific thing, and I get a knock on my door. Something alters what I'm doing at this time where I have to put this to the side. Now, I'm still saying I'm going to make time. I'm going to incorporate this in my day some way, somehow. Every single time I try to go towards this, it's a problem. Now, something is going on where I need this woman's help now. Okay? Mind you, this person has been telling me, oh, for over a year now. Anytime, and never asked her for anything, never, and it wasn't nothing monitoring, nothing. All I needed to do was use her as a point of connection for something else, right? Not even like a reference. It wasn't a reference or nothing. It was just to say, yes, X, Y, and Z, this person is affiliated with us here, and so forth, so on. Not a reference, just a point of contact to say, basically to say yay or nay to whatever I said was happening. Okay? Like an accountability partner. Okay? Support. So some of y'all could have like a sponsor or something, or an advocate, somebody advocating for you or something. This could even be like a social worker, or somebody who, a social worker, a counselor, a dean, or this could even be like a advisor of some sort, right? And this motherfucker gonna tell you, oh, you can just use the paperwork from X, Y, and Z. I know I can just use the paper from X, Y, and Z, but I still need an email. I still need an address, and I still need a phone number to go with the piece of paper. And they're more than likely not even going to contact you, but if they did, just somebody would be on the other end to pick up. You see what I'm saying? She couldn't even do that. So a lot of the times when you see certain things put in place to claim that they're there to help you, they're really there to hinder you. And it's for you to wake up and see what Spirit is trying to show you. It's been over a year. And this one specific thing I was trying to do, I'm supposed to be doing it, but I'm just not supposed to be doing it with her. You see what I'm saying? And then I sat down and I thought about it and I said, but at the end of the day, she's the only one who's going to profit off of this. Because, yeah, it's going to take you a little bit of time, but she's going to get an immediate profit off the rip. But you'll still have to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? But then you're going to be the one with the debt. So y'all could be realizing this. Okay? Y'all could be realizing that y'all getting a clean slate of some sort, because I'm seeing the blade with the sword. I'm seeing Blade. Remember Blade, the vampire jump off? You're being cut off from all the energy vampires. All the ones that want to suck you dry. All the ones who want to latch on and leech on. Just being obliterated. You're getting a new leaf. Literally. Okay? Clean sheet of paper. To write your own story, write your own plans, write your own everything. You don't need to be tied to anybody. And some of y'all could be realizing